Hello guys and welcome back to episode 3 of Transport Fever, and this time episode 1 has been out and it's actually been viewed alright, so that means how we're doing a couple more for the time being. Episode 2 still isn't out though because I really have enjoyed this game. I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so anyway, here we are in the fuel train. This one, as you can see, money is still that high, but this is almost full of fuel. So when this arrives into Plymouth, we'll suddenly have a bunch more money to get hold of, where we could do a load more work. Anyway, thought I'd just say, money is doing alright. Those buses are losing money, but they are getting people towards the station as well, so I'm keeping it back purpose there. But everything else is actually doing quite well. Anyway, let's see how much money we make over here. And maybe then we may a bit more money to play with. Yeah, 300k, that's doing alright, that train actually, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, there we are. But what I said I was going to do this episode, at least to begin with, I might end up building something like a train line up to Birmingham. But for now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to be doing some freight runs and just basically looking around the map to see them. And I'm going to be doing most of these with trucks just so I can get a few sources of income in, because I actually don't think I've done anything with trucks yet. So we probably should, to be honest, shouldn't we? So anyway, what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at what there is. So see, you can get things like this, plastic, but plastic can make that, but we need the oil. We could get oil, but that's quite a faff. That's quite a long way to get the oil into. But that could produce plastic, and that could go. But I only need wood, which makes it harder. And you see the sort of predicament I have. It's hard to do it because then to get planks, you get logs, but you need to find logs somewhere. So it does very easily become very complicated. So what is there over here? There's bricks over here. You can get stone from there, which can make bricks. That could be an idea. The question is, I kind of got that fade ways, but I think with this one, it probably is just better not to necessarily do a railroad until I see it differently, maybe, because I think it's going to be a smaller earner. So right, yeah, because what we want to do, let's do that first, and then make the bricks. And London, we could focus it all on London in theory. If we do London, I would make a train route. Because actually London, if we start focusing in on London, we can get London to grow. And continue being an epicentre. Whereas this, could grow Norwich as well, I suppose. Could potentially do both. Which could be an idea. Because from there, if you actually look at it, we could do a rail, which kind of does that. Got half of that already built, and then you can kind of swipe it in past Norwich. But okay, so I'll think about that. What's this? That requires both those. So is there any coal nearby? No, it's not. That's out of the question to get the iron in there to make steel. Obviously, there's logs over there, but we need logs to do that. Okay, what else? So it looked at a few of these. There's actually at the moment not an awful lot actually here. And it's all very, very spread out. Not really too much close together. Which inclines me to build a rail. Which possibly could be a slightly better outcome. But another part of me says, yeah, but I've not got much money. So that's the dilemma I've got. Let's look up here anyway. That produces... lag up here. Now we're getting to Scotland. That produces livestock. But where would we take the livestock? When the only places we can take the livestock are right down the other end of the country. So to do that, we would really need to develop our infrastructure. Okay, so let's look on this side over here then, in Ireland now. Okay, so if you look over here straight away, there is a steel run we can do. But the thing is, steel, we need to use it somewhere. None of these except steel, as you can see, to grow. I don't want steel to grow. So that is another one which isn't really practical. There is a stone to brick over here, but that's a completely other side of the island. So that one again is a rail route. So what I'm actually going to do, I might build a rail down Ireland possibly. But the other part of me says, but this, if we look at that, okay, what's the difference in size? So we put our mouse right upwards over there. We've got that's way down to London, and for Ireland it's actually not that much different in size. I've got the screen there. It is shorter, but the other argument I would make is Ireland's less developed in the first place. This area is where we are focusing all of our efforts. So would it be more beneficial to have a sort of rail which does that and then links up Leeds and London as well by passenger? So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, at the moment, because Belfast, does that need a bus route? How many people live here? Probably not at the moment. Dublin. I'm not going to bother bus route. They're not actually really that profitable unless you have a big city. So yeah, let's just do a little freight route over here is what I'm going to do first off. So to do that, you need a truck station. So that's extortionate. I reckon it's to build up so much land. So as long as this is highlighted, it will be in catchment. So let's just get it somewhere cheap. I don't mind if it's actually far away, as long as I'm not paying a small fortune to build it. Okay, that's... Ooh. Okay, that's about as good as we're going to get it. There. Okay. Then we need to bring the stone down to the Conmat factory. Construction materials is what Conmat is essentially. In terms and things. Let's just do that there. Okay, Conmat, and then we want to bring that into Dublin. Maybe we could do both. Because I'm just... Let's do it to Dublin, because it'll pass through Dublin. It just makes the line a bit shorter. Conmat is needed by industry. I can tell you that now without even checking. I will double check afterwards, but I'm just going to do it because I know it's right. So what's the point in checking if you know it's right? No, it's probably not the best mold to have, but anyway, it's true. It's a point in checking. There you go. There, that gets all the catchment. And obviously, as you can see, construction materials, jobs. Okay, there we are. So, what we want is we want a depot. Depot. And I'm actually going to distribute this a bit further along the line, as in several locations, so that we can dispatch them from several different depots so they become spread out. It's quite a long little line we've got over here. Let's build one at the bottom of here. It might still growth, but I'm not too fussed about that in honesty, because it'll just grow around it. I want to just get it somewhere cheap. That's cheap. Although that's high up, so we're going to have to do this that's not as cheap as I thought it would be. That's a waste of time. That looks hideous. That I'm not having. That is horrendous. That is absolutely horrendous. Wrong road, wrong type of road, wrong type of road. Okay, we don't want the bus lane. No, we don't want bus lanes. Obviously. There, that looks like nicer. Okay, so let's buy a few road vehicles anyway. Opel, what do we want? I think Opel Blitz are the best. It's more expensive, but it takes more and goes quicker. So let's get an Opel Blitz from here. We're not going to be able to get many for now. Set line, new line. This one will go from, what is it? From here, Belfast, down to here, and then up into Dublin. Okay, so let's just call it Island Conmat. Okay. Oh, that's going now, and just wondering, there is no more efficient way to get it into the city, is there? It's kind of doing that, which I don't actually really like. So, is it going to be more beneficial just to go a short road out here, and just literally just do this little link up over here? So that might change the route, will it? Yeah. Makes a bit more of a round route, is all I'm thinking about that. And then maybe we can bring it out at the top end over here. That's just, okay, that actually has got a 60 kilometres an hour. That's the fastest vehicle to go. It's expensive. That is really expensive. That is a big drop over there. There you are. Okay, that just makes a slightly nicer loop. And we should... No, let's just leave it in the city for now. Going through like that. But that's slightly nicer. Okay, where was the other depot? We had one depot there, one depot here. We're not. That's not going to work the spacing out, is it? There. Oh, let's just buy one from this depot then if it's going to be like that. Okay, we've got a bit more money now. Let's buy one more Opel, two more Opel Blitzers, and set line all. Put these on the Island Combat run, and then get two up at the top, and that should have it a bit spaced out, but it will start making things. And okay, 1, 2. Let's do 3. Okay, that should start that going. And if we look at that Island Combat every 4 minutes, actually pretty good frequency over there. Okay, we're now in debt. Brilliant. That really worked, didn't it? Where's that train? Ah, you're about to bring in loads of money, so I'm not worried about that. He's got his van's full of fuel, although it's not as full as he could be. Sure, we'll get mine eventually. Okay, he'll just bring a bit more money, so he will have money available. Okay, so that is the first thing done this episode. After that, I'm thinking we could hijack this station in London, which is at the wrong side, so maybe not. Although that would encourage people to use the bus network. Ooh, tough one. Actually, I'm thinking put one there. Bring that round, like that. Yeah, I think if we put the station up there, literally in that gap over there, or maybe like that, and then we could swing it round through there, and then all the way up to Leeds, and hijack this line as well, so we can have all sorts going on. The only other question is though, if you were to put it here, it's actually an awkward one. Although, we could just put a freight station here, a passenger there, and then swing it around like that, cross over this track, or draw the track and cross off again, so I don't have it taken actually. Cross over from both. Okay, I think that's the plan. That is the plan. The only slight problem is money. But we got stuff coming in, so let's wait a little bit. Okay, well, money's coming in. I'm actually not liking that corner. That is way, way, way too slow down there. Look, it's make it go all the way back down. Actually, if I could destroy it back a bit further from there, because I don't see that's slightly nice. It's more expensive. Oh, actually, no, it's 93 over there. Where were us to go? Right, that. Exactly. Oh, that's going to slow down there. Bit of a nightmare getting these trucks to work, but that's going to make it at 99, so actually not much either. I'm just trying to iron it out so it doesn't go quite so slowly, because it does slow down massively from there, basically slowing it all down, which is not very good actually. Okay, there we are. I'm just thinking for future we want a faster line, and I don't really mind so much about that corner because by then it's coming into the station. But anyway, if we go miss now, hopefully we will see that it gets up to, yeah, see, it used already up to 110. Now it is practically going top speed 120. It can go slightly faster. That is line speed over there, so it does make full use of a line. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, money's starting to come in. That has made a little bit more. Yeah, that's going to go down to Brighton. Drop off a few more people in Brighton. Then go back to London, which is a... And then by then, we should have a little bit more money to spend, hopefully. 113k. They'll come back and put about another 113k, I think, to London. And then I think we should start with expensive Velvet. What have we got new? Ooh, exciting, exciting, exciting. Ooh, 2 new ships. Exciting. And a Vale bus. Oh, I like the Vale bus. I do like the Vale bus. Good trade with Vale bus. It's just cheap and cheerful and good to run. I just seem to have lost a lot of money again. And if we actually look at this, so we are making a profit. The loan interest is taking away 200. Okay. We're making, let's say, let's be really conservative here and say 200. We'll lose that much from loans. We could take out a bit more, couldn't we? Okay, let's give us a bit more money to play with. I don't necessarily fully like doing that, but yeah. We'll pay it back, and I do promise you that. We're not just trying to take it out when it's not going to try to run because I can't run it. We'll be able to run it. It's just always hard to begin with on these things. And I always have taken out loans at the beginning. That's expensive. It's not cheap up there. Okay. And then we need a passengers train station, which is basically in the same area. Like that. That is really close together, but it works. Okay, and if we draw it back together like that. A little bit through there, but that's fine. And then actually, if we wanted to, we could draw that, but that'd be extortionate, so let's not do that. that's not a very good idea, is it? Probably be a lot easier just to sort of curve around, would it? Maybe not. Maybe just be a better idea, just leave it there. And then, from here, drawing it on, like that. So that's our access point there. And if we, just so, yeah, okay, I'll make sure it's all connected. And then maybe, it's not impossible to do that, is it? Maybe you could just sort of do that. That does seem to be working like that. And then we can have that go alongside there then. Because then potentially could we can't fit that round really, can we? Too much slave apparently. Okay, that's not really working, is it? Right, it probably looks a bit random, but it does the job. That's my motto. If it does the job, it works. Don't quit complaining about it. Because it works. And as you all know, if it works, it's effective. It's the job. What do I say? And we can just bring back interest. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Like that. It's a bit messy, but okay. Like that, and then just for sake of that. Okay, there we are. There we are. That's kind of that crossover section done. So we can sort of get things in to here, supposedly. Anyway, yeah, just to get just to be able to cross the creamer line. So we'll sort out second, and then we will go. Where do we actually need to go from? We need to go from there, so we can hijack that line for a bit longer and take a shorter route. So kind of hijack it up here. There we are. Okay. Maybe we should always be so hasty to click there. Okay. I'll take that. Oh, New Year. Nothing to film this New Year. Oh, yeah, we're fast forward really quickly, but I'm fine with that. Because at the moment, we are kind of sort of losing money. Well, not necessarily losing it, but I want money to come in. It's not coming in quick enough. It's more of a problem. Okay. And over here, we have got the construction materials, which we need a freight station for. I think we can just put it there, and that should link up. It will link up. I could just tell by the distance. Although if we do that with the track, that's not going to help. And does it link up? Let's please say it does. Yeah, good. That's too far away over there. Okay. Waste of time a bit that, wasn't it? Okay, it really should just plan out where the stations are, shouldn't I? And then that line going to Leeds. There. We can have 2 trays running on this line, and the other stations over here. Let's just do that like that. What? Sorry, I've heard some people say it's easy to do Shift M and N, but maybe it's. Oh, there we are. Change. I remapped it all. Like that's a nice fine movement, and then we can extend the passenger line. So I said it like that, up to over here. There. Okay. That's all that done. Now let's connect all of these up before we do anything else. That's connected up. Do you want to connect it up the other side? We could potentially do that just to improve the coverage. Not too much curvature. Okay, whatever. Where does that? Okay, not the best catchment, but we will. And this is a we will connect all that up. I know, we're going to connect all these now. There we are. There we are, there we are. It's all done. And then the London stations. That's a fitters. Oh, that's destroy the house. It's a busy line, but that bit of road needs upgrading to be faster. Okay. There we are, and if we come back, okay, that collects a few industrial buildings. Not quite as many as I hoped for though. If I were to build a road straight through here, would I be called stupid? Oh. Two. If I were just to go through the one building. Okay, that's not so bad. 71k. Now I might have to destroy that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Hate to do it, but I just think I will have to, because it'll create better coverage. Yes, it's slightly better now, the coverage. Pretty well, it's slightly the wrong place actually for the station, didn't I? Probably could have built it slightly further in, but anyway. That fixed it a few. Anyway, we'll maybe have to use some sort of truck system. Maybe we could just be really kind of quite random. Although that wouldn't fit, would it? Oh, just cost 1.5 million, which is ridiculous. Okay, I think that's probably actually guess we're gonna get. Although the city west gets supplied for it, it's a city from okay. Well, anyway, that's life, really, isn't it? Over there. Okay, right. That's all that done. Now, what we need to do is we need to build the last few tracks. So, we're up here. Okay, that's where we need to go to. I don't like the idea of building that as a bridge, but it's expensive. I prefer not to spend more money than I have to. There we are. Down about was cheaper on the bridge, wasn't it? I know bridges look cool, and I quite like having bridges, but they're expensive. Now that's the main problem. Money in this game. Otherwise things don't go quite like you should, and you just end up running out of it if you're not careful with it, and I can sometimes just throw it away a bit. But if we're not careful, we're going to go for a really expensive field there. So I'm actually going to loop around the edge of the field. There we are. And that did, while that may be a longer route, it did actually save us money, because otherwise you're going to be ploughing through that, which will cost 1 million. Compared to kind of ploughing on the other side, which costs a lot less, because we have to destroy 5 fields. Which is a lot of money to do, because you have to pay for that. Well, why are we now building a bridge, may I ask? A massive drop here or something? There we are, and finally we are linking up these stations here. Oh, not possible. Well, it will be possible. It's just the way it's done. It's not. It's thinking it's not possible. Never anything is impossible. Is what you should say. Anyway. There we are. And down to there. Okay, that is all that completed. Exciting, exciting, exciting. That is now all done. We will need a few passing places, because we're going to have passenger and that we need passing. So this is all fine. What I would like to do is, because we're going to have loads coming along here, is actually get rid of that intersection there, and then come out from here and make a second track, which will loop around here, making all this double. Just around this section here, because you could make it double track, but the main problem with doing that is that each piece of track has a running cost essentially, and that basically means it costs money to have extra tracks. Anyway, we probably can't. We have to go in there because of the road, and we think you figure out how to build things. Okay, like that, and then what we can do, we can have this drawn up there, and then also because we're going to have it one-way signals, and I will talk to you about how signals work in a minute. We will then also do. That's not going to work. Maybe then we will also let it be able to clip along like that. Okay. Oh, more new vehicles. Got that. Don't know what that is. But let's slow down because time's just ticking by like there's no tomorrow. It looks interesting. Like a German locomotive thing, isn't it? Trying to get us right saying that. Okay, there we are. That's that bit done. I would also, because we've got a bit over here, I'd quite like to have a bit coming into the station over here. So that. Let's just do it there. So 25. Coming into this station here, there'll be another bit of single track. Those are just allow passing places along the line, and we could just put one in, but then you're going to have delays. It's hard to find the middle of the line, and also I shouldn't be so stupid and do that. That's just a waste of money. Yeah, let's just bring that that. Okay, and then bring that out again because they will stop in the stations for a little bit, especially when you have passenger train. You want to be able to get by. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, and then we're going. Let's bring one more out like that over here. One more passing place, and then bring it back in like that. And then finally, we want one more just from this corner here, coming in over here like that, and then we want back in like that. And if you look at that, that's fine. Okay, there we are. That is all those things done. Now what we need to do, signals, path signals, and what we need to do, we need to put these after all the areas. We want to make these one way, so the trains, it's not bi-directional tracking, it's literally right, and actually we're in Britain, aren't we? So you would do left-hand running, could do left-hand running, couldn't we? Although I might forget all that. I think possibly just do right-hand maybe, although, oh maybe, it looks like we used to do right-hand, isn't it? I can do left. Things are right, you always have them right side. Maybe left you could as well. Okay, I think the game is well designed with right hand running, so let's just break all the rules of Britain. And I know they do actually do it on some lines, right hand running, so yeah. Anyway. Okay, that's the first one. Then there's the section over here. Let's put a signal here. Oh, nice colourful signals. Not the old semaphore ones, the new ones, signals like that. Because obviously we are getting a little bit more modern over here, gradually. This is 1953. We have come along a little bit since we first started. A map. Like that. Over here. Over here. And finally, we want to make sure they don't enter and exit unless there's room to do so. But the only problem with that is it could lead to trains having head-ons. So what we do, we will have one here and then also one over here, and that should resolve that. So there's a train inside that section over there, so it won't actually go forward to there because it won't, just won't. Because you could have two like that, but it won't go forward because that's the last one there. It'll wait there until a train goes to the next signal on that length because that bit will be occupied. I think, yeah, it will do that. Okay. Anyway, over there, like that. So that'll govern the trains turning in over here. Make that straight through. Okay, now what we need to do, we just need to make it, put some extra signals along so you can have multiple trains in the same section, like that. Okay. And then we need to just have this over here. Make sure that there, that's not the problem. We'll make them way elsewhere, and then just govern it going on to here as well. And then obviously we'll go into there before that, and then also then finally have it sort of like there's one signal over here, and then that can wait there. Just double check there's nothing in the way. Okay, Now, all of these, this one needs to be one way, that one doesn't. Actually needs to be one way, because I don't get it how much in one direction. I think this should hopefully work. If it doesn't, I'll review it. It hopefully will, though. So make it one way, so they can actually only access the track in one direction. As in, they can't go bi-directionals down it. These bits want that, those signals there want to be not one way. These ones do. That's why I'm passing places, and you'll see why in a minute when I finally get a train running on this. Okay, like that, like that, like that, and like that. Okay. Okay, so there we are. Very awesome signals done over there. That should be all of those set up and ready to go. Right, let's create the new line. So, new line. The first line, it will go collecting the stone from up here near Leeds. It will go to the combat, drop off, pick up, and then into London. And then it will go all the way back up to the top. There's nothing else you could do at the combat location. So this will be called London Combat. London Combat. Not London Combat. It's not Combat Run, before you ask. And then we've got this over here. So you've got this is the right London station. Yeah, there's two in London, so it gets a bit complicated. Okay, London North, and then all the way up to Leeds. So nice long rail journey up there. And yeah, okay. And then this will be London to Leeds train. Long to Leeds train. Yeah, let's say about just London because it's short names. London to Leeds train. Okay. Now finally, I think we could potentially have some combat going into Norwich because it's so tantalisingly close. We could, and just put very minimal amounts of trucks on here is what I'm thinking. And if we do that, that's loading. Then obviously centralise in here. Just put literally one truck on it. That's what I'm thinking. That's nice cover, doesn't it? Good. And go to the depot. Buy road vehicle. Let's just get one Benz truck. Set line. New line. It will go from the station. I'm only putting one in it for now because I don't want it to be too frequent because I want it to prioritise London. This will be called Law Combat. Law Combat. Not Comman. We could call it that. Combat. Okay. So now we need to buy some trains. Which probably haven't got enough money to do. Brilliant. How much they cost? What trains have we got anyway? Yeah. That's the cheapest at the moment. What's this new one we've got? Oh, this is interesting. Vorsery. That one's... Okay, so we've got that one. That's got more tractive effort and goes faster. We don't just need to feed that one. Probably the better one. It's probably the best at the moment. Well, okay. What they have got with rail bus we could just get for our passenger trains, but I think there might be the EMU coming eventually. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to pause it for well, not pause it. I'm going to keep it running a couple of minutes off camera, just getting some money coming through. Okay, so we're back. So we made a bit more money, but a bit higher up. But there's a couple of things before we build anything I want to do. Firstly, I want to build this Worcester's tram station, just so that we can get the station connected up. Like that. Oh, new trains. Oh, one of those. I actually think that's possibly more of that one, but anyway. Okay, and then I am going to get rid of this stop over here and replace it with one just literally was out of road, which could is that going to no? We need to change that. London trams. No, maybe it is. No, okay. It is the same stop. Okay. Also, this thing over here, this is just really busy. These upgrading to a 4-lane road. Okay. Just alleviating some traffic problems over here, really. And then over here, we need to make this all tram, so that we can operate the trams from the remainder of the city to get to where we need to go. Okay, and finally, London trams, we need to add in, after stop number 2, we need to add in the station. Okay, so that should now start going up a bit more. Okay, But we got a bit more money. I'm going to have a look and just see. Can't speak today. Just see what we have in 1956. Okay, so this is what we have. So this is possibly one point in history we have the most trains you can ever possibly have. Goes for steam ones still haven't stopped. Yeah, that's a lot to choose from actually, isn't it? No, these two I think are mods. What's actually the difference? Is that that's the same? That one's slightly lighter. That one was built slightly less time. That's what? Got a slightly higher attractive effort. So running costs. But don't really know what the difference is. Okay. But as you can see, mate, I'm kind of all out of budget. And I know there's this one here, but I am aware there's one more coming. We could get a veil bugs in theory, but that might slow down other things. And we still haven't got quite enough money, which is slightly annoying. So, what I think I'm possibly going to have to do is I'm just going to stay for a tiny bit longer, but get a tiny bit more money, and otherwise I'm going to take out a loan. Okay? Okay, so no, it's not really going that far. Have we got this certain multiple unit I have in mind, but I think might come out of the 50? No, not yet. Okay, right, let's just be really reckless here. There you are. Loan. You're all going to kill me, I know. And I know most of my body's from a loan, but yeah. To be fair, not really my problem. Okay, right. Let's buy a train and see which one we want. So let's do freight. So let's look for this. We got that. I want something that could work in theory, but it's steam. It can very easily go slow. It's not got a very good attractive effort. So I think that's probably a no. It is a good train, but I don't think it's quite fast enough. I kind of wanted to go for the top end of 100. Okay, so we've got the Baden, which we've already got. That's a bit sort of slow though. Not a good attractive effort. So I'm going to say no to that as well. Crocodile. Slow. That's the only thing. It has got good attractive effort, but it's slow and also relatively old as well and high running costs. Okay. So that's got something expensive and actually it's not that much better things than that, is it? Really? Actually, potentially not really faster. Okay. But let's go out of the question. That one, possibly. Could possibly work, but I'm looking for something 120, so let's rule that one out as well. That one, that's from Millard. That's actually got reasonable attractive effort, but not quite as good as things like that. We saw that slow though. But at the moment, actually, the Mallard is winning. That one's not, because it's really kind of quite slow, actually. Is my problem with that one. This one, okay. That one, worse attractive effort, slightly cheaper. 125 compared to 145. That's not really consequential. Right, worse attractive effort. At the moment, the Mallard is the class A4. Let's call it that. Is still winning. Okay, what's this one, man? So that goes 140. So fast, but we're not able to go 140. So that's not a problem. Really good attractive effort, cheaper as well. So at the moment, actually, now that one's winning. Okay. Let's continue to go down a little bit more. So we got this one here. They're basically the same. That one I think actually is slightly better than that one because it's got basically less. Okay, no hab. We could get the no hab. Let's look about slightly less with running costs, but low attractive effort and actually slower. So I would still get that. Okay, at the moment that actually looks to be the best. So I'm actually going to get this. And then wagons, we need to be able to take combat. So construction materials, that's what we need. 1, 2. How long is it at the moment? Okay, 3, 4. Okay, set line, London combat. Strange sound, but actually that's actually not a bad sound. So it's a Steam Workshop one, it's not, well I'm pretty sure it is Steam Workshop for a simple reason. But if you actually look at it, all the other ones have got an English description. This one is German. I don't think I've seen it before. Okay, that's actually quite a nice little train over there. Quite like that one. All that audio as well. And quite detailed. Okay, that's right actually. Quite fast. Okay, that's that one. Okay, so we got all that set up now. That will start making combat when it goes up there. that there back, and then up there again and back. They'll get combat through. And yeah, the line usage should start appearing eventually, because I know we are in range of them all. Okay, anyway. Okay, there we are. So that is that one set up. So let's set up a bus line in Leeds. Well, I'm waiting to see if this certain train I really want comes, because I know from that it's a multiple unit, which is good, but it's slightly, I think it's actually probably better than the Swiss one, because I think it carries slightly more people and it's slightly better value for that reason. That is a bad hill. Link up. Okay, maybe that could work if we do that. There you are, 87. Like that, and then link up that and make a circular loop. Well, I don't like that. That was really kind of steep and nasty. There we are. Okay, and let's go and place down the bus shelters. So we're going to want one here. We're going to go one here, one right in front of the station, one round here, one over there, and one up here. And just to bring it round right direction. One over here. Do we actually have all these in catchment? Put one over there to get those in there. I'll hopefully bring it round. Okay. New line, and that will go from here to here. Good. Right direction on that. There. Okay, there we are. This will be Leeds buses. Because basically just to get people to the station is really put with this line. And we also need a depot because we haven't got anyone near here. So I'm not going to bring them over from the other side of the country. Okay, that was cheap. And we got loads of choice now. We got the Daimler can't speak about that hash of that. Which is probably actually still one of the best. Or let's just get a Sorva because they're slightly newer. Okay, and set line all Leeds buses. Good. There we are. That should be that this way. Okay, how's the London tram network doing? Is that clogging up a bit? Maybe we could do with another tram. I think we could do with another tram, couldn't we? Let's get one more tram. Let's get another tram. London. Another one of these. And this one I will colour red because it's London. Okay, close that. And set line London trams. Okay. Okay, so how's that other train we set off earlier doing? Where is he now? Oh, he's already come down there. Oh, we got the Class V100. It's actually annoying because actually I know for what's the Class V100? Because I think I actually have looked at this one before. I think I have seen this one before. How many trains do we have? That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's 90 kilometres. That one actually is quite a good all-rounder, but it's actually, I think, probably did all-rounder that because I know that one's cheap. Half the price, but actually, half of running costs, but actually no attractive effort and lower speed, so did the right choice, I think, actually getting what we did. Okay, where has he actually gone and been? Where has it actually been, man? That's of interest. Logs, okay. Well, he's saying line usage. Line usage, yes. Is that saying line usage? No. Interesting. That reduces stone. Requirements non. Product stone. This one requires stone to make combat. Okay. Okay, so that train I wanted doesn't seem to come through. I really am being really horrendously reckless here, but I'm just going to instead, for now, just get this train here because that was pretty much a good all-rounder, and it isn't an electric line, and it'll keep it with the other one. Okay, there we are. As and when the other train comes out, I'll probably sell this one and get that one instead. But for now, it'll have to do. I thought it was coming on a lot earlier on in the decade when it did. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.